Hello, my name is Allen Newberry, and today we're going to talk about knife making and bladesmithing classes. This is a subject that's close to my heart because I took knife making classes whenever I first started, and there are still some classes that I would like to take even though I'm maybe 10 years into this experience. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a look into it from both perspective of a student and as an instructor, as now I'm actually offering a few classes and have instructed at other places as well. So let's go ahead and take a look. In the background here, we've got a course that I was instructing at the Eureka Springs School of the Arts on forging a full tanged knife. And over the course of a few days, the students forged, ground, heat treated, and put handles on their own knives. And it's a pretty cool thing to be able to watch a student go through and make their first knife all there over the course of a few days. Whenever I got my start in forging knives, I had already been making knives for 2 or 3 years, and so I went and met with a bladesmithing buddy of mine, and he helped me through kind of my forging my first blade. And then after that, I went and took an ABS, the American Bladesmithing Society's course, the Introduction to Bladesmithing. And I did that back in 2010 at the Texarkana School, which is actually in Old Washington, Arkansas, at a historic park down there. And it was a really great time. My instructors were Jim Crowell, Master Smith, and Tim Potier, Master Smith, and Gordon Graham, Journeyman Smith. And it was a fun 2 weeks. I really recommend the Introduction to Bladesmithing course from the ABS. They now have 7 schools, including schools in Belgium and South Africa. So there's kind of a variety of places that you can take them. And it's really great course. It's basically all forging and grinding of the blades. So you're not really making completed knives, but it's a really great start. Those 2 weeks you're going to have basically, full 5 days a week, all day doing blades. And if you have a question, you've got somebody right there with you. So that's definitely a great way to go. And there's other courses around the country offering things as well. So look into those courses. You're welcome to ask me in the comments, tell me where you're at and what you'd like to do, and maybe I can help point you to a class. Now we're talking about private instruction, and this is also something that I've done and has had an impact on my making. Whenever I first started out, before I really made anything that I would really call a knife, I made a call to Tom Crine, who was a great knife maker, still is a great knife maker, and lives in my area. He doesn't really do the private instruction thing anymore, but he helped me out with my first few stock removal knives, and I would be nowhere near where I'm at without Tom Crine. He is actually working on opening his own school there at his shop in Gentry, Arkansas. So here in maybe 6 months or a year, something like that. I can't remember what the timeline is on that, but definitely you'll want to look into that. And in the meantime, there are instructors all over the place. I offer a few classes, which is what you're seeing there in the background. Usually I do one-on-one, or sometimes I'll do 2 people at my shop because I don't like to have people waiting around on equipment. So I have 2 grinders, so I'll do 2 students so that nobody's really waiting around too much. Anyway, private instruction is a great thing, and I highly recommend it. There's bladesmiths and knife makers all across the country, so you should be able to find somebody somewhere around you, or travel to somebody who's really good at it. There's a ton of great names out there that could definitely help you. They may not offer formal classes, but they probably would know somebody in your area too that might be able to help. It's definitely something where you might have to ask around a little bit, but I highly recommend this as another way of learning how to make knives. Doing it on your own is cool and all, but you'll really kick it up a notch when you have somebody who knows what they're doing that can help you out. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or perhaps want some suggestions on some classes that you might want to take, please put that down in the comments section below. And please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell so that you're notified whenever a new video comes out. Thanks.